Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a little postpartum Q&A, not even a Q&A because you guys didn't ask me shit. It's gonna be a postpartum update to just kind of let you guys know what has been going on, to just kind of update you guys before we jump into all of the fun videos that I have planned for you guys. I kind of wanted to do this video to just do that quick update and finally transition a little bit away from all of the mommy related videos. I am going to be posting, of course, updates here and there, but I do want to make sure that my channel just kind of goes back to the same old feel that I had before, doing a few more tutorials for you guys, as well as some fun challenges and fun videos, and maybe some Fuck It Up Friday videos, you know what I mean? So I just kind of want to get back into that old vibe that my channel used to have and just kind of step away a little bit from all of the mommy content. So with this video, I do want to go ahead and share with you guys just kind of everything that was happening, everything that went on for postpartum, my weight loss, an update of how I've been feeling. For those of you guys who do not follow my vlog channel, which I do have linked down below, this video is specifically for you guys to just kind of let you guys know what's been happening and what's been going on. But yeah, so if you guys are new here, my name is Blanca Yvette. Welcome to my channel. I post just a bunch of randomness on here. I post mommy content, I post fun content, drunk content. I post just a little bit of everything. I am your one-stop channel, let me tell you. But if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are not new here, then welcome back. So I feel great, guys. I feel amazing. I've taken a few weeks off of just kind of social media. I'm not as active. I wasn't completely MIA, but I haven't been as active as I normally am on all of my socials: Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Like, I am very, 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 very active on all of my social medias. And I actually have not been as active. I haven't even really been on social media as much. I go on there maybe like an hour a day as opposed to like 10 hours a day like I used to before, just scrolling and posting and liking and all that shenanigans. So it has been amazing, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love you guys and I appreciate conversating with you guys, it honestly felt so good to just not really give a fuck about social media, you know what I mean? And I have just been trying my best to just kind of get into this new transition of being a mom of two now. And although my daughter has been giving me making it really, really easy for me and has given me a lot of time to transition, I still want to be able to balance it out. And on top of that, even though I feel good and I might, you know, look okay, I don't know what my insides look like or what's going on inside. So I just wanted to make sure that I was definitely taking some time to myself to just heal inside and out. So then that way, when I did come back and I was starting back to my Monday through Friday posting, I was feeling good and better than ever. But at the end of the video, I will be introducing you guys to my daughter. A lot of you guys have not been formally introduced to her. You guys have seen her on social media, on Instagram. You guys have seen her like in some of my vlogs, but I have not formally introduced her to you guys. So I do want to make sure that I do that and you guys get to see her and just kind of how it's been. So just to kind of not be all over the place, I did go on my phone to just put down notes of like my postpartum. So you guys saw my labor and delivery video of me letting you guys know how the labor went and how all of that kind of, you know, transitioned for me, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. Now, after I got home and I was here, my healing process this second time around was so much easier. And I don't know if it was just because I knew what to expect and because I was already kind of prepared and I knew what everything was, but I felt like I just healed so much faster. And honestly, I have no idea whether it had anything to do with epidural, no epidural, but I will tell you guys this. I felt so sluggish and so tired and so just like with when I did get the epidural versus when I didn't get it. I felt like my body just kind of was like, okay, like I gave birth and like I'm here, you know what I mean? I was able to get up right away. When I got the epidural with my son, I had to wait about 3 hours to feel my legs again and then go to the restroom. And I also feel like I felt on my spine for a really long time, maybe like 2 or 3 months. I would feel kind of like numbness going up my back and like a tingling feeling. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that, but this time around, like I didn't feel any numbness. I just kind of, I'm seriously like in shock of how great I felt as soon as I gave birth. As soon as I gave birth, they transferred me like 5 minutes later to my room. I was able to get up. I was able to use the restroom. I was able to take a deuce, okay? TMI, but if you guys have given birth, you guys know that that first deuce that you have to take is the hardest because you get super constipated. They actually give you stool softeners when you're there just to make sure that it's a smoother transition, especially if you are somebody who tears. I couldn't even imagine trying to use the restroom and not strain so much, but I was able to do all of that. Right away, I was able to just kind of like, my body just knew what to do. I wasn't in so much pain, and I also didn't feel so like, I don't know, like I felt like the pain all kind of just hit me at once when the epidural wore off, as opposed to I was in so much pain that it was a sense of relief the second time around. So a lot of you guys also asked if I teared the second time around, and I actually did not. And that was honestly why I really wanted my midwife who you know, was there when I gave birth to Max to deliver Camila, because her technique, she's always very like, stop, go slowly, push, go slowly, I don't want you to tear. Although tearing is sometimes, you know, you can't prevent it. I feel like your midwife also has a lot to do with it, because sometimes you get this urge that you just want this baby out and you just like push it out, so it's just like the baby just comes out and it causes tearing to happen. With my sister, with her son, the doctor actually cut her, you know, himself. Like he cut her 3 times and the baby came out. And a lot of the time, if you don't have somebody who's being very careful with you, it will cause a bigger tear even sometimes when you don't have to. You know, smaller tears are definitely, you know, it's hard not to, but it's those big like 3rd and 4th degree tears that are like from your, you know, from the vagina to like your rectum, where it's just kind of like, oh my God. And honestly, I cannot speak on tearing because I've never experienced it, but I do know that it's probably one of the worst pains that you could have. Because me, with my postpartum care, I actually didn't even use like the spray. I used it maybe once just because I was a little sore down there, but when I peed, you know, it didn't burn. I think a lot of that burning comes from tearing and the healing. I definitely feel like when you do tear, your healing is just that much worse. So props to all the women out there who have been able to go through that and that pain. I couldn't honestly imagine what you guys went through, because my recovery was so smooth. It was super smooth with Max, but it was even that much smoother with Camila. And I feel like it was just because I kind of knew what to expect and it was okay, you know? The cramping that comes after when you're healing, if you are somebody who is breastfeeding or who is pumping, you start contracting, and it definitely brings you back to when you're in labor, because those cramps feel like if you are having contractions all over again. And I did go through all of that, the cramping, the pumping, the bleeding. So my bleeding lasted about 2 weeks this time. With Max, it was only about a week. I did bleed a lot more this second time around, and I heard that usually your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth kid always makes everything that much worse. The pain is that much worse, the healing is that much worse, the bleeding, the cramping, everything just felt 2 times harder than it did when the first time that I gave birth. And on top of that, we also have to keep in mind, guys, that I didn't even give my body enough time to heal. I went from one baby to the other. For those of you guys who were asking, I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter when I was only 5 months. I got pregnant 4 months after having my son. So yeah, it was pretty freaking quick. And I feel like it wasn't that bad though. I mean, I wouldn't recommend. I know people, like doctors, they recommend for you to wait at least a year to conceive again. But I'm actually glad that it happened the way that it did, and the transition has been amazing. Max is only 1, but he is so smart, guys. Like, he is the smartest little boy ever. And I mean, I always knew my kid was smart, but I didn't realize how smart he was until we brought my daughter home, and how attentive he is to her, and how he knows her bottle is her bottle, her chupon is her chupon, and you know, he knows to give her chupon in her mouth, and he knows that his sister, like that his little sister is his sister. I'll tell him like, where's sister? And he will go and look for his sister. Like, it is the cutest thing ever. And I'm just so excited that they're gonna both grow up super close in age. And I really hope that they have an amazing relationship, an amazing friendship, an amazing just everything, because they're just gonna be so close. And Ulises, Max was born, I'm like having a super mom brain. Max was born July 2nd and Camila was born August 3rd. So they are literally a year and a month apart. So now we're gonna be able to celebrate them together. Of course, Camila, I am gonna have her own first birthday, but after that we will be able to celebrate their birthdays together. And now it's just my little man and my little lady. So it's just been the cutest transition, and I just feel so blessed. I'm so happy, guys. Like, I honestly have been feeling so good, and I've been feeling just really blessed with life in general, that I finally have my little pair. And I thank God every day that, you know, he blessed me to be a mom of 2. And now it's just honestly watching them grow, you guys watching them grow, and me just kind of focusing on myself, my marriage, my family, and just growing from here. It just feels so good and so blessed. And like I said, I'm probably the happiest that I have ever been in a really long time. Babies definitely bring a different type of love and joy into your home. And although Max is still a baby, having a new little baby around just feels amazing. And I obviously couldn't do any of this without the support and the help that I do have with my family, and the support that I have with my mom and my husband, who has been absolutely amazing, because he's the one who kind of has been dealing with Max, just because I couldn't carry him and he couldn't be with me that much in the first couple of weeks, because I was still healing and I didn't want to pick him up, because he's a very heavy kid. Like, he is so freaking heavy now. Obviously you guys know that with pregnancy you guys could get hemorrhage, I think that's what it's called. You know, you can bleed out. So I didn't want to put that strain on my body, so I was being very careful with like him being on me and me carrying him and stuff. So Ulises has been amazing with taking care of Max. And yeah, so as far as like how my day goes, like how my life has been right now, well, the first 2 weeks I was hibernating. I was just basically waking up to eat, you know, taking a few naps, taking care of Camila, taking care of Max, eating, hibernating, walking, and sleeping. You know, that was kind of like how it was the first 2 weeks. As soon as I hit like my 3rd week, kind of where I'm at right now, so the transition has been a little bit better. Now I'm actually trying to like get ready, go out a little bit more, just walking and trying to get a little bit of exercise, even though we can't exercise already. So I've just been trying to like walk around, just kind of keep myself active. And Camila and Max's schedule, Max is still on his schedule that he has been. He falls asleep at 10 p.m. Doesn't wake up until about 8 o'clock in the morning. When he wakes up, he no longer needs a bottle. He is all grown up. Apparently his sister came and he thinks he's a big boy. I don't know what's been happening, but he thinks that he's a big kid now. He does not need a bottle anymore. So in the morning, he just goes straight to the kitchen, ready to have some breakfast. We'll have breakfast and then obviously lunch, dinner. All he does is just eat food like a normal adult. He likes to eat rice, caldo de pollo, his fideos. He pretty much eats everything, honestly. Like he likes eating pizza, french fries, like pastas, everything. He eats everything, fruit, vegetables. He will not spit out any of his vegetables. He loves tomatoes, like eating tomatoes just like raw, like an apple. It's the cringiest thing ever. I don't know how people just eat tomatoes like that, but hey, I'm encouraging my son to eat whatever I can't eat. So he's been eating, you know, basically all day. So I'm guessing that's why he left his bottle, because he's already full and he doesn't need it anymore. So we do try to give him at least like in a sippy cup to give him at least 1 glass of like milk. I've been giving him nido, so that's kind of what I'm doing, just giving him at least 1 cup of that so he can get some type of nutrients with the milk. And that's his routine. He's still dead on his routine. Takes a nap around noon, doesn't wake up until about 3 p.m. He takes 3-hour naps, guys. Like literally takes 3-hour naps, and it is the best thing ever because this is when I'm filming, you know what I mean? This is when I can shower, get ready, film, and start my day. He gives me those 3 hours to just be able to work, and it works, you know? Camila, I did not think, and you know what, I don't want to, like, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx myself, because I did not think that it was possible for me to give birth to another amazing baby. I really thought that she was going to be super chillona and I was going to pull my hair out and I was going to be freaking out. But like I said, it's still too early because she's only 3 weeks. But I feel like if she would have been chillona, she would have been like that since the beginning, and she would have been like showing some type of signs that she was going to be a little bit more of a handful. She's freaking amazing, guys. Like, she is probably better than Max, and you guys know that I would brag about how amazing Max was. Camila eats, sleeps, shits, eat, sleeps, shits. And I'm talking about when she's up, she's chilling. She's up and she's chilling. She only cries if I'm changing her diaper. She doesn't like to be bothered when I'm changing her diaper. But other than that, she is such a good baby. Like, she is so freaking chill. Like, she's just up and she's just looking around, and she's looking around in the room, and she's just like, like, I'm chilling, you know? At night, my schedule is a little different with her. With Max, I would wake up every 2 hours to feed him. And with Camila, I actually wake up every 3 hours. So I feed her at midnight, which I'm still up at midnight. And then I go to sleep from midnight to 3 a.m. And then I wake up at 3 a.m. to feed her. And then she feeds 30 minutes, put her back to sleep. She goes right back to sleep. And then from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is her next feeding. And at 6 a.m. Ulises is already getting up to go to the gym. So he will get up, feed her, burp her, put her back into her bassinet. And then me and Max are still sleeping. We wake up around 8:30, 8 o'clock, and we start our day. So I'm able to get that rest from like 3 a.m. to about 8 a.m. Of just rest. So I definitely feel good. Like, I don't feel super sleep deprived. I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel tired. That 6 a.m. feeding definitely helps when Ulises is already up, because obviously Ulises, he sleeps all night. So he goes to the gym and he gives me that morning feeding, and he puts her back into her little bassinet. And then I wake up in the morning, and then she won't have to eat until 9 o'clock in the morning. So we got this, guys. It's been good. The transition has been amazing. Scheduling is key. My biggest advice to moms: try to put your baby on a schedule. And if you are a mom of multiple children, try to keep them around the same schedule. I do hope that eventually Camila will be able to transition to Max's schedule, and then they will both be eating and napping and doing all of that together, and that is like the goal. but so far it has been absolutely amazing and I cannot complain. I have no ounce to complain. Like I said, I just feel so happy and so blessed. And not only that, it just takes so much weight off of my shoulders because I feel very pressured when I don't post for you guys. And no to everybody who says that I'm feeling pressure because I don't have, you know, income coming in. My main income isn't even on YouTube. Like, I make good money on YouTube, don't get me wrong. Like, I make really good money on here. But most of my income comes from, you know, like my coupon codes and sponsored content that I already have for Instagram pictures. And, you know, all of that alone pays the bills. You know what I mean? Like, I could not post, I could go without posting on YouTube for a whole year and I would be okay. You know, for 2 years and I would be okay. Like, I could just not do YouTube in general and I would still be fine with my other social medias and with other stuff that's bringing income in. I genuinely post for you guys because I like to update you guys. I like to let you guys know what I'm doing. I like to let you guys know how my babies are because I know some of you guys really do want to know how I'm doing and genuinely care about how my daughter is growing or how my son is growing, and you guys genuinely care about me and my family. And I feel pressured when I don't update you guys and when I go MIA and when you guys are wondering like, what is she up to? Just because I'm a viewer as well, I have a lot of people that I watch that, you know, I'm huge fans of, and I love knowing what they're up to. You know, I'm there and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if they posted already. And like, I love watching their content. And when they don't post, you're just kind of like, hello, are you gonna post? And like, update me and like, you know, show me what you're up to. And as a viewer myself, I know the feeling of wanting to know what people are up to, especially somebody you really enjoy watching and somebody you genuinely like. So I felt a lot of anxiety these past 3 weeks just not sharing with you guys kind of what's been happening. But I know that those people that really love me and enjoy watching my content understand that I just needed a little bit of time for myself, you know? And it's been great because look, I am back and I feel great and I don't feel so tired and I'm not miserable and I'm not feeling like, oh my God, I'm so drained. Like, why didn't I take this time? This is probably the only time that I'm able to do this and nobody can tell me anything because I'm recovering, you know what I mean? So it's like, I really wanted to take that time to enjoy it. But yeah, I feel like I just wanted to really give you guys an update, you know what I mean? So also, just some little background and letting you guys know about what happened. I exclusively breastfed and pumped. And for those of you guys who do follow my vlog channel, you guys know that I got really, really sick. And I'm in a way kind of happy, not happy, but I'm glad that it happened. So then that way I can kind of share it with you guys. And if any of you guys ever go through this, you know what to expect and how it feels, and know to basically get help at the moment that it's, you know, happening, because it can be very serious. And honestly, it is like the worst thing in the entire planet at that moment. So I got an infection on my left side boob. It's basically like an infection. So I had a clogged milk duct. If any of you guys have experienced clogged ducts, you guys know that they hurt and they can make you really, really sick. So it started off when I started feeling like I was catching a cold. And I knew it wasn't a regular cold because I felt chills from head to toes. Like, I felt chills, then I felt hot, then I felt like I was having a fever, then I felt like I was getting a cold. I was coughing and sneezing. I felt sluggish. I was so tired. I was so exhausted that I was just taking naps, like 3-hour naps. And it was the worst. It's the worst, especially if you're not somebody who can nap and you have to take care of your newborn baby and you don't have any help at home. Honestly, it is the worst thing in the entire planet because you feel like you're dying. I am not even exaggerating this. If you guys have ever experienced that, like, I swear on my life, on my mother, on everybody, like, I felt like I was dying. Like, it was horrible. And it started off with flu-like symptoms. I was feeling really tired, and then my breast got really big and engorged, and it was hard rock, and then it got really red. And then that's when I was like, something is wrong and I need to get my doctor to help me out and figure out what's happening. So I went to the doctor. They told me that I did have an infection on my breast. This is what it's called. And if you guys have ever experienced this, or if you are experiencing this, or if you are gonna give birth and you happen to experience this, just know that it is very normal, but you are going to feel like you're dying, but you will feel better. And I got antibiotics. They gave me antibiotics for 10 days. My last day was yesterday. I feel amazing. I'm hoping that it does not come back because my breasts have been getting still very engorged. My milk supply is still flowing, which is great because, you know, I obviously still want to feed my daughter. And it has been good because I have heard that the antibiotics does stop your milk, and that would suck basically if that happened to you. So my milk's still kind of flowing. It's still good. I'm still trying to pump. I am pumping less than I was in the beginning, but I'm hoping that the more I continue to pump, the flow will just kind of happen for me, because Camila did not latch onto my breast, and I have to pump. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So if you do get it, I started feeling better about the 3rd day into my antibiotics, and I started feeling good. But of course you have to finish your treatment just to make sure that you don't, you know, make it worse or have to get surgery. I did see a lot of research. I did do a lot of research, and then I did see a lot of comments from girls who have experienced it, that they had to get their breast drained. They had to get surgery, not once, not twice, like 3 times, to just drain everything out. And I'm just hoping that everything gets better, because it really backed up my recovery. And that was probably like the worst thing that happened in this transition. And mind you guys, it has just been 3 weeks. It's gone by so fast, but my body is still healing. You know, you're not technically fully healed until 6 weeks, even longer. That's why why doctors recommend for you to wait a whole year to give birth, because all of your organs are still kind of like shifting into place. All of your insides, you know, giving birth is a real thing that happens to your body, and it's something that a lot of people don't really talk about, but it's very drastic, and a lot can happen in labor and your delivery, and especially the healing process. My mom always told me it's worse for something to happen after than, you know, when you're there. Like, your likelihood of something worse happening after is very, 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 very likely. I don't know why my chair is making noise. It's like making noise, like squeaking. But yeah, I think that's pretty much like the update of my postpartum. Oh, the important part, a lot of you guys have been asking. So I am 140 pounds right now, guys. I lost 450, 60, 70. I have lost 30 pounds in 3 weeks. I was 169, almost 170 pounds when I gave birth to little Camila, and I honestly had never seen that number on the scale before. I have never been over 130 pounds. So it was a lot. It was a lot for me to just see. Like, I was like, wow, I really let myself kind of go there, you know what I mean? And I feel like I was not eating horrible, you know, but I definitely gained a lot more weight this second time around. But I dropped 30 pounds. I'm still on the journey to lose 20 more. My goal is to get to 125 pounds, at least 125 pounds. And once I do get to 125 pounds, you guys know that next year, early next year, around February, March, I am going to be getting a breast lift. So that was my goal that I was aiming towards, that when I do get my breast lift, I want to be at least 125 pounds. So we have 20 more pounds to go, guys, but I lost 30 and I'm so proud of myself. I was starving. I was fucking starving, and I did it. I freaking did it. And now it's just about being consistent, because I went out this weekend And I ate Olive Garden, I freaking ate tacos, I freaking had pizza in 3 days. Okay, so I probably gained like 5 pounds, but I just need to be consistent. Today's Monday, we started the remedy again of the caldo de pollo. So for those of you guys who are anxiously waiting for a video on everything that I ate and everything that I did to just kind of get my body back, I will have a separate video for you guys. And mind you guys, my body is nowhere like where it was before. I'm like 70% like content with where I'm at right now with my weight gain and with me losing the weight. So in no way, shape, or form am I 100% happy with how everything is looking right now. But I definitely am happy that I lost the weight that I lost, because now this next 20 pounds are just gonna make that big change for me. Just know everything got a little like, got a little wider. My ass is wider, my freaking thighs are wider, my stomach got wider, like my waist is not tiny like it used to be. My shoulders got more broad and everything just kind of like stretched. Like I feel like I gained weight like everywhere. So now like my body's kind of just going back into place. I do fajarme every day, day and night, day and night, day and night, to make sure that my waist stays in and it does not get any loose skin or any loose fat. And I will tell you guys all that information. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are looking forward to that video, because I do want to make it in depth and very detailed. And I was taking pictures of everything I was eating. You know, I'm gonna show you guys the weight loss and just pictures before and after of when I first got out of the hospital to where I am now, and you guys will see the inches coming down, literally. But that has been literally the past 3 weeks. Now, I want you guys to just help me out. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. I know a lot of you guys have been anxiously waiting for the F It Up Friday videos. I am breastfeeding right now. I don't know how long I will be breastfeeding her for. I'm hoping at least for a month and a half, just so I can give her like the important nutrients that she needs, you know. But breastfeeding just doesn't work for everyone, and I feel like if she was to latch to my breast, I would breastfeed her so much longer. But I have an inverted nipple. For those of you guys who did not know anything about my previous videos, I have an inverted nipple, so my nipple does not come out when you stimulate it. It is in there, it is like in, and I've tried a nipple shield, I have tried it all, and unfortunately I do not have the privilege of being able to latch on my daughter, and it sucks. It sucks because you see so many women doing it, and it's just kind of like, why wasn't I able to do it? As if breastfeeding is not hard enough as it is. So if you are somebody like me who also does not, you know, have their baby latched onto them, don't feel discouraged, you know, because I feel like I was really hard on myself with my son, that this second time around I was just kind of like, you know what, if I can't do it, I can't do it, and I'm not going to stress myself over it. And it's not that I don't care about my baby, because I tried and I did everything that I could. I pump and I pump and I pump and I pump, and I have been pumping to supply for her, and I'm doing everything I can to supply milk for her, but it's draining and it's exhausting, and I need to be able to schedule myself with a routine. So next month, if I need to switch her over to formula, then that is what I'm going to be doing. So then after that, obviously, then that's when I will be able to share some more fun content with you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for the F It Up Friday videos. I just want to be able to make the transition of my overall channel to make sense. I don't want to, you know, just throw an F It Up Friday video and then like the video before that was like me being a mom, and like I just hate when people talk shit, and it's just like I want to be able to make the transition to where it makes sense. So we're going to be doing classy F It Up Fridays, very classy F It Up Fridays, because I'm a mom now, guys, you know. I need to have a little bit more class. Stop being a little ratchet ass, because it's been a while. It's been a long time that I've been, you know, ratchet. So I'm excited. Blanca's back, guys. I'm fucking back, and I'm better. Ayy. But I'm gonna bring my daughter, okay? So you guys can see her. Let me see see if Ulises can bring her for me. Let me call him.
What?
You think you could bring me the baby? Real quick? What are you doing?
I'm in the middle of a shit. Right now.
Okay. Hey. That's my conversations with my husband. What? Okay. So. Oh, did you just fart, little girl? Oh, I think she's pooping. So she's pooping right now, but this is my little Camila. And she's taking a deuce, but you guys can see her. She is literally Max's twin. Like, I don't know if you guys remember me introducing you guys to Max on camera, but oh, she's smiling. She's smiling. Look. Look at her, look at her. She's freaking smiling. She's so cute. So she is literally Max's twin. They have very similar features, but the only thing that I see different is that Camila has my non-existing lips. I had to buy mine, obviously, you guys know, but Camila has little lips. Her lips are tiny. They're not huge like Max. Max has like, he has his daddy's lips. But Ulisa says that her lips are gonna be big, but that he remembers that Max's look like his, but no. I'm like, babe, she's gonna have little lips. So that's like the only thing that's different from her, and she just has smaller features. Like her right now at 3 weeks compared to Max looks so much bigger because he had a bigger head. Like Max had a really big head. I mean, well, he still has a big head, but he has a bigger head. So Camila, she has like a really small head with a really small face, and like she just has really small cute features. I definitely think that she has my nose. She definitely has my eyebrows and my eyes, because she has really big brown eyes. And she has her daddy's hair because Max has no hair. Max has my hair. He has my really light thin hair. Camila has literally dark thick hair. Like she has a head full of hair, and it's black. Like it is like a dark brown, dark black. And yes, to you guys who are probably looking at my hair right now, this is not my natural hair color. My hair color was really light brown. Max is the one who actually got the hair from me. And then she also looks like she's gonna be lighter than Max. Max has more of my skin tone. He's kind of like an in-between of me and Ulises. Ulises is like pale, and then I'm like more morena. So I think Max is like the in-between of me and him. Camila, on the other hand, she's pale like her daddy. Like you guys probably can't even tell right now, but if you guys were to, oh, her hands are in mittens. If you guys were to see her hands, they're like clear. Like they're so white. She's hella pale. Like I was telling my mom, I'm like, I need to take her outside so she can get some color because she's hella white. And then her ears are a little small, like they're really tiny. Max has big ears like his daddy. She got my ears. So like I've just been looking at her, and like we've just been seeing like what little features she got from like me and Ulises, and just kind of how different she looks. And a lot of people were saying that she looks like my mom, which I had told you guys that I was gonna give birth to my mom. And when she was born, her hair looked curly, but it was just because it was longer and black that I was like, oh my God, I really did give birth to my mom. Oh my God, like she has curly hair. Like I really wanted her to have curly hair. And that's just because my mom has really curly hair, and it just looks really nice. And I've had stick straight hair my whole life, and I thought it would be cute if she was to have like really cute curls. But nope, she has straight hair. And but anyways, people were telling me that she looked like my mom. And if you guys see a baby picture of Ulises, she's literally his twin. Like, I believe it now when people say that Max is my twin and Camila is gonna be Ulises' twin, because they look identical. Like, she literally looks just like her daddy. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what she's gonna look like, because she's still a little potato right now. Like, all babies normally look alike. Like, babies just look like each other. And although she does look a lot like Max's pictures when he was little, I feel like she's gonna look more like Ulises' side of the family, just based off of how she's been changing these past couple of weeks. But she's a doll. She's so freaking cute, guys. Like, I just love looking at her little face, and she's just so tiny and so cute. She's currently still wearing newborn. Obviously everything's newborn. She's eating every 3 hours. She eats 2 to 3 ounces, like I had mentioned. She poops, she eats, and she sleeps, and that is her routine. That is just all she's up to, all she's doing, and she's just chilling, living her best life right here. But yeah, guys, let me just give one last look. Let me try to get, ooh. Say hi, Preciosa. She's probably like, why is the camera in my, oh, like, why is the camera in my face? She's adorable. I can't deal with her cuteness. But I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. I did want to come on here and just kind of update you guys, and like I said, please comment below, let me know what you guys are trying to see on my channel. I know I have been giving you guys so much mommy content, and I know a lot of you guys that follow me, though, you know, are moms and are pregnant, so I'm glad that I'm able to share this journey in my life. But like I told you guys, I'm gonna be always transitioning my channel into what is going on at that very moment. So obviously, me being pregnant, I'm gonna share everything about me being pregnant. Now that I'm no longer pregnant, I wanna be able to bring back some of that fun side of me that you guys all remember and probably hopefully miss, because I miss it. I miss fun me, you know. Not saying that being a mom is not fun, but it's just, it's a different kind of fun. But yeah, definitely let me know. I can't even talk. Let me know what videos you guys want to see down below, so then that way I can start taking some notes and start getting some content up. I do have videos coming up for you guys this week as well. Thursday's video is going to be up at the same time, 7 p.m. And then if you guys don't follow me on my vlog channel, it's linked down below. Make sure you guys come and follow me. I am going back to my normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday posting. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you guys. Say bye, Camila. Say bye. She's out.